Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your boy Biki, and Alliance War is here, the brand new expansion for the Elder Scrolls Legends. And it's time for me to open up some packs and experience these cards for the first time. Yes, this is something new. I was not actually spoiled by this expansion. I avoided most of the information. I don't even understand fully how the new keywords actually work. I am going into this with a big disadvantage when it comes to deck building and everybody who's been following all the news. And I think that's going to be fun and a different change for us going into a brand new expansion. Unlike the past when I've been revealing cards, there was no card reveals from me this time. And I have been sick, as you guys can probably hear from my throat. I do sound a little bit rusty. But let's go ahead and have some fun right now. We'll open up some packs, experience the cards for the first time, give you guys my first impression. The only card that I actually do know about, and the only reason I know about it is because everybody was just freaking about it. It was Soul Shred, I think it's called, the one that like discards the top cards of your deck. Everybody just kept talking about it on Twitter or anything about Legends, and I was like, okay, what the? It was just such a big news. I was like, what the hell is Soul Shred? And I'm like, yeah, that card sounds kind of beastie. But anyways, first of all, let me just go ahead and soul trap all my extra cards just so I could get some soul gems so we could soul summon some of these new cards once we go ahead and open up a few packs. Just whatever extras I have right now. The game is already telling me I have some new cards, so let me just see what I have new right now, and I'm not sure exactly. Okay, this is much just some cards I opened up in some packs before and just not really paid attention to it, but that's besides the point. Alright, so let's go over to the store. We're gonna head on into packs. We're gonna go ahead into Alliance War, which I think this is a symbol for right here, and we're gonna click here. So from my understanding, Alliance War does have new tricolor stuff in it, but I really haven't been paying too much attention to exactly all the different combinations. So really most of this is going to be just fresh. We'll start off with 20 packs, and then we're going to go ahead and open those up right now and see what we go ahead and get. So wish me luck. Hopefully we get some legendaries in these packs and have some fun. Nonetheless, this is all new to me, so I'll have some opinions of the card. So first thing right here was something with speed. Move a friendly creature in each lane and give it +1/1. Okay, one drop, move creature. Move is very important for Legends, as obviously this is one of those few card games with different lanes, and being able to move between each lane is very strategic depending on how you want to attack. We got ourselves an item with something called Mobilize. Prophecy Mobilize Guard. Let's see what Mobilize does. Can be played to an empty lane, equipped a 1/1 recruit. So do I just play this and automatically it gives me a 1/1 recruit to equip it to? So it gives me a free creature? So is it like an item that comes with a 1/1 recruit? Meaning this becomes technically a 2/4? Because if this is a 2/4 guard prophecy item, that's pretty beastie. Hopefully that's exactly how Mobilize works. If I'm incorrect, I will find out once I play this card. Alright, so we got as an other man. Okay, summon. If you have a willpower card, not willpower, strength card in play, draw a random item from your deck. Endurance card. In play, give an item in your hand +2/2 as a 4-drop. Give an item in your hand to +2/2. Probably not the biggest advantage for 4-drop ever. Draw a random item from your deck is more useful, and I definitely do see this working out in item decks, especially when you're playing with people who's going to be powering up items in your deck. So I think this is playable depending on the type of deck you're trying to make. This seems pretty fun. An action. Deal 3 damage to a creature. Empowered. Okay, so this is a new keyword for me. When your opponent takes damage, effect increases for the turn. Okay, so I'm guessing if I went ahead and attacked my opponent once, does this get empowered one time, making this deal 4 damage instead of dealing 3? It just seems like it happens once per turn, so I doubt if you attack multiple times, if you do one bunch of Northern Firebrands, it doesn't just stack up, because that seemed that would kind of empowered. So I'm guessing the empowered ability just happens once. So that's interesting. Oh, you have another one right here. Also, I don't think this card's that good anyways, even at empowered, and then it'll be able to deal 4 damage. Because Lightning Bolt has Prophecy on it and deal 4 damage automatically, just because this could deal 4 damage a little earlier, this is a good card in the sense that it's another card you could use as a removal in that sense, but well, I guess I'm comparing it to Lightning Bolt. I guess you just gotta compare every fucking action that deals damage to Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is just a beastie card. It has always been. It's never been nerfed from what I remembered. So it's been a staple. I mean, like, something like this doesn't replace a prophecy card like this, and this doesn't seem like it's gonna be an auto include in a lot of decks. But still, it does seem like a decent card nonetheless. If you want another way to run some more actions that could possibly use as removals. So here we go. Wayfarer. Okay, bonus. Expertise. Bonus effect at the end of your turn if you played an action, item, or support. Oh, okay. So expertise works once you play one of those specific cards. So it has to be an action, item, or support. So it's everything but a creature, and he gets +1/1. So this is almost, I'm sorry about my nose, guys. This is almost like a plot effect that instead of just, you know, plotting to do whatever the plot says, this gives you whatever the card says for its expertise. I'm pretty sure not all the expertise cards are gonna be +1/1. Red Guard. I've actually thought about making a deck with Red Guard, so for me this might be kind of fun to actually incorporate the Red Guard into a deck. In fact, I was thinking of doing a Red Guard deck with that new support that came out last month that powers up all creatures of the same type. So this might be interesting, but we'll see. I can't say this is a great card automatically, but it might fit some certain places. Let's see, Imperial Lackey. Okay, Last Grass. If you have another creature in each lane, summon a 1/1 recruit in each lane. This is a beastie card. This is an absolutely beastie card for tokens. It dies, and then it summons 2 other creatures on death. As long as you have other creatures in the deck, you're going to be seeing this be played in a lot of decks. I think this is really good. This is going to be good in Last Grass decks as well with Mastermind. As you guys know, I've been playing a Mastermind deck and having a lot of fun with it. This is fun for that as well. Actually, I think this would actually fit into the Last Grass deck I've been playing currently. So yeah, I think this is a good card. Of all the ones I saw right here, just a quick look, I like this one the most. At a 2-drop, 2/2, summons creature on death. As long as the conditions are met, I can play with that. Let's keep moving on. So of course I have to learn the you know, the keyword. So don't mind me. When I see a new keyword, I'll go over them as we go. Okay, so we already got this before. Okay, deck ally footpad. Summon, give a creature covered, a 1/1. Okay, we know what that is. It's gonna be excellent for any time you want to do like those cover quests. Expertise, summon a 1/1 recruit. Okay, so this is another Nord card. I don't like this card very much right this second, but it definitely is a card that could play very much into tokens, you know. So it could work out quite well if you have the right, you know, scouting patrol, stuff like that. Hush. Oh, action. Prophecy, silence a creature. Oh, please tell me this has prophecy, silence, an action. That's just something I think the game needs. But silence a creature is fine. 1-drop, fine, whatever. That could work out. I really wanted something that lets you prophecy, silence, and support. I really want that to be possible. I don't even care if it costs 6 magicka. I just want that to be in the game as an option. Let's go ahead and keep going. +2/2, give the veteran. Veteran, bonus effect after. Oh, this is new. Bonus effect after the creature's first attack. So he has to make an attack first, which is a hard thing because he can't attack on the same turn without charge. But let's see what happens after he does attack. +2/2 and give the top creature of your deck +2/2. So he is basically a 6/6 after attacking and gives the top card of your deck +2/2. I truthfully don't like this card. I don't think I will be playing with it very often. I'm sure there's ways to get good use out of it. I understand the effect of becoming a 6/6 is great, but a 6/6 body with no summon effect is not that great, and it's effective giving the top card of your deck, creature of your deck, +2/2 is not that important anyways. There's a lot of other ways to get +2/2. There's even items out there that, you know, could do it for pretty cheaply, 1 magicka. So I would prefer run 1 cost, like, you know, swords that just power my creatures +2/2 than having this in the deck. Now, of course, I'm just looking at it as an individual card. Maybe there's other cards out there that would allow it to be used more effectively. If you could get it to charge on its first turn, I just think the magical cost of this at 5 makes it not be a very playable card looking at it right now, if this was more or less a 4-cost magical card at 3/3, it would fit more in the deck. But at the 5 spot in red, there's a lot of other stuff you want to play. So my first opinion there. Horseman, if you guys probably already know if it's good or not. Ooh, that looks really cool. Actually, I start opening them all. Let me do it one by one. Strategic Diplomat. It's a common card. Action. Summon a 1/1 recruit in each lane. Okay, recruits a 1/1 cost. Okay, I guess because it's endurance, it's costing so much. Because Scout and Patrol summons Imperial Grunts in each lane, and they're 1/1. But I'm not gonna count this card out yet until I see why is made this way. It doesn't seem instantly great for me, but maybe I'm missing something. So I'll just say that. Mobilize. All right, we got ourselves almost looks like a red guard guy right here. We got Breakthrough +2/+1. Once again, mobilize. When you play, can be played to an empty lane to equip the. Oh, the lane has to be empty. That's the key for mobilize. Okay, I understand it now. So you almost could play a deck full. I'm not sure how many mobilized cards there are. And you can play it, not deck full, but a deck with a lot of mobilized cards, and know that if your lanes are clear, you can save the item, and then once you play it into that lane, it automatically summons a 1/1 recruit, and then you equip that with the mobilized item. That's how this works. That is very interesting. That is actually makes these cards very effective as items, because now one of the biggest problems with item decks is having a creature to equip the items to. My favorite way of dealing with item decks is not silencing them once they equip the items or anything like that. It's just destroy every creature they have. Like, don't leave them to have a creature to equip any items to. Because if they don't have creatures to equip items to, they cannot equip, you know, it's just, you make it so that it's very hard for them to be equipping those items and using them effectively. Another expertise creature. Alright, bonus effect after creature first attack, summons more recruits. So it seems right now I'm getting a lot of things to mob the field. Daggerfall Phantom. Look at this guy right here. We got red, strength, intelligence, and endurance. Return all items equipped to the Daggerfall Phantom to your hand. Okay, so it dies, you get your items back. Alright. Item decks, charge and vet turn. Okay. So, after first attack, he gets +2 as a 4/3 drop. More charged creatures and agility. I think I'm going to like you. I just want to see which one of my friends are online. We got White Bear online and a few others. Alright. I think that better guy was a pretty nice one right there. This is probably going to be pretty long videos, obviously, because I have not seen all the cards and I haven't even decided what cards I'm going to take yet. Staff of Ice. Prophecy mobilized +1/1. Summon the wielder. Deals 2 damage. Okay. So whoever takes this takes 2 damage. So if you put this to a recruit, you're gonna kill the recruit. Dealing damage to yourself obviously could have some effects. There's characters that synchronize with that fairly well. Some of the trolls, so I won't count it out, but it's going to be in a very specific deck you're going to want to play this in. You're not going to just play this in any single prophecy decks. His mobilize effect seems, because if I'm correct, you're doing a 1/1 and you instantly will kill the thing you mobilized it into, right? Unless for some reason you have a way to give it more, once it's summoned, if you have like divine fervor, then of course the mobilized creature will survive. So there are ways to play this, but I'm gonna assume this is not gonna get a lot of play. This will only get played when it gets, like, you know, joined out from you know, the 2 costs, like, you know, what summons a bunch of items, like, you know, the action in red. That was gonna make this appear. Emperor Dead Dredge Mage. Okay, summon. If you have another creature in each lane, give a creature minus 2/2. This card is complete and utter ass. What the fuck? Yeah, this is rated for M for mature for my language, because goddamn. If you have a creature, another creature in each lane, give a creature minus 2/2, 7 cost. Even if you got this reduced to like being a 5 cost card, I still wouldn't play this. And I doubt of all the other 99 cards in the expansion is gonna make this card viable. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Okay, officer, give friendly recruits +1/1. Okay, now I'm seeing the advantage of these recruits. It's coming together now. Okay, so these recruits definitely can be played. Okay, mobilize and lethal. Alright, that's really, really good. This is a very good card. If you have an empty lane and you have this poison dagger, you instantly get a creature with +1. So now you got a 2/1 with lethal. Now, obviously, because it only has 1 health, you're probably not going to be able to kill 2 things with it, but having a lethal creature in certain decks right now, this is like something I would actually put into a singleton deck. This would be a great little way to maybe able to get another removal in a deck, because if my opponent wipes out all my creatures, I would run this in my singleton deck I play right now. I would run this in there right now. So this is actually going to be added to one of my singleton deck, and will allow me to remove another creature that I have in there just to fill space and get to 50 cards. Okay. Gatekeeper. Let's see, guard and veteran. So veteran, after it attacks, it gets +3. Being a guard will make it a 5/4 for 4 drop guard. Once again, my problem with the veteran effects is that they have to attack, and that means that most of the veterans have a high chance of getting removed before they could get their effects. They're going to be very much big targets. Luckily for this card, it getting +3 is not the biggest disadvantage for your opponent. So your opponent might actually make this one live, and it being a guard means that it does have an instant effect when it hits the field. It's a guard, so at least it could protect you. Hopefully, unless it once again gets removed right away. This card is successful to execute, so that's a problem on its own. It could be killed by lightning bolt, so that's a problem on its own. It doesn't have 5 health. So it's in the very much of, they made this card balanced enough that it could be taken out fairly easily, but if it does get its veteran effect, we can come in a 5/4 is okay, but there's a lot of other ways to get a 5/4, you know, in red that are, you know, to guard yourself. So once again, this is another veteran creature I'm not too impressed with. Sparks Smith. Okay. When a friendly creature equips an item, deal 1 damage to your opponent. I like it. This will be played in certain decks. Nothing wrong with that one. Give it a 4-drop. Let's see. Yeah, we already know what I think about that one. High Rock Stalwart. Alright. Summon. +2/2 if you have an item in play. As a 6-drop, this is a bad card. It becoming a 7/7. Yeah. No. Yeah, even though it synchronizes with orcs, I don't think I would play this in a orc deck as well. Even though I do play orc decks with items, I don't see a real reason to play a card like this. Becoming a 7/7 body is not great. Yes, it does have a summon effect, but it could be passed over. Expertise again. He's low enough that like I said, he will be played like this already. Alright, here we go. Something more colorful at least. Alright, Chosen. Summon a 1/1 recruit in each lane and give them guard and empowered +1. Oh, it's an action. Okay. Empowered. Okay, what does this do? This is the first time I'm seeing that. When your opponent takes damage, the effect... Oh, yeah. The effect increases for the turn. Okay, so... Okay, powered +1/1. So that means that you get 2 + 2/2 recruits with guards if everything works correctly with this card. So you would need to already... to make the most out of this card, you would already have to have creatures or actions in your hand to damage your opponent. You play this out, you get the 2 creatures in each lane, and they get +2/2. This card is pretty bad. If I'm thinking about it right now, it's 6-drop. So the most you could get out of this card, if I understand it works, how empowered works correctly, is that you just get two 2/2 bodies with guard. Like there's nothing else to it, right? There's no, unless empowered stacks per turn, per time your opponent gets damaged. If it's like, okay, if your opponent takes a 5/1 damage, you know, from Northern Firebrands, let's say, for whatever reason. I know Northern Firebrands couldn't be in this deck, but let's say for some reason you use the intelligence action and you get random freaking you know, you get a random action that lets you summon up Northern Firebrands. Now you have some Northern Firebrands. You have 2 of them. So you, in your hand you have 5 Northern Firebrands, let's say. If you attack 5 times, all for 1 damage, is each attack for empowered increases it up to 5 empowerment? If not, if it does not work like that, then this card is really bad. Like, if that's really how this works, because all I can see from this is you get 2 creatures, okay, fine, 2 creatures, you get guards, okay, and they become 2/2 if you attacked. But in my mind, you already have 4 cost actions that give you 2 guard creatures anyway. So I might be missing something though. I probably am. I haven't really been thinking about all this, but maybe I'm missing it. And maybe in the dev streams too, they've been showing how these cards play. I have never even seen them be played. Expertise. Okay, give a friendly creature +1/1. See, this one is more playable than empowered to me, because at least with this, you just have to play, you know, an item or action or support along with this to get its effect. Is this the best, you know, effect ever? No. So probably gonna be only in certain decks that people really want to play that in. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just haven't been super impressed by everything I've gotten so far. It's just how it is. Let's see, incendiary. Okay, expertise. Deal 1 damage to all creatures in this lane. Okay, all creatures in this lane. This could combo with some lethal effects, some shenanigans right here. Being a 4/2/6 is great. So the stats on this card, once again, is why I'm really liking these experts. So far, I've liked these expertise cards. Their cost has been low enough with their effect that I feel like you could actually work. It's like another version of plot, and I kind of like, plot, so it's kind of fun. All right, yeah, this is gonna be a fun card. I could turn this into a lot of different things, use items. I like this one. Deal 2 damage to a wounded creature. Okay. Okay. 0 cost, 2 damage. This is gonna be played. Yeah, this will be played. Alright, so let's see, staff again. Oh, got this again, this again. Alright, expertise, you gain 2 health. Alright, this is going to be played in very, very specific decks. Very specific decks, but it's a fine card. I can definitely see that this will be played in very specific decks, but I can see people taking advantage of that health gain to do a bunch of stuff using the ring, and a few other cards out there that play off of health gain. So, and because it's 1/5, which yes, we had the Khajiit that was 1/5 as well. We have a few other creatures with about the same stats, but I could see this being played. Like I said, now every card needs to be played in every deck, but we played a lot. Alright, like this already. We already talked about this. We talked about move a friendly creature in each lane and give them +1/1. I like that already. Pillifer. Ooh, we haven't seen Pillifer in a while. Summon a 1/1 recruit in the other lane. Okay, more 1/1 recruit stuff. Alright. Prophecy Guard. Wood Elf. Okay, that art is amazing. Like, wow, that looks good. Really, really nice art right here. So 4/3. So this goes with the trend of prophecy cards having some type of disadvantage, and the disadvantage being a guard, it has low health. So it's more or less you always want to have guards have high health versus high attack. But being a prophecy card agility, this makes sense. I think this is a nice little addition to prophecies. It's anytime more prophecies are added into the deck, it just increases the chance of people playing prophecy decks. And you know what? I might just do that as the first type of deck I do for this new expansion. It's not what this seems that the expansion is made for. It definitely seems to be made for doing these recruitment stuff. But I always like seeing what I could do with a prophecy deck as new cards get added into the game, because prophecy is one of the key elements of Legends. Khajiit's Spoils of War. Draw 2 cards empowered. Cost 1 less. Okay. Interesting. I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm just thinking of different ways to use this. So, okay. I'm going to check this card out. I don't want to give... I need to play this card. There's very certain cards I feel like until I experience them, I don't want to say it's good, don't want to say it's bad. I need to play this card to see how useful it really can be in the correct deck. Argonian, let's see, veteran plus 4/4. Goddamn. Bonus effect after creature's first attack. If you could give this thing charge, it's so useful. Throw some ward on this. Oh man. I think they balanced the card by making it a 3-drop. You can't throw it out there too early, but you know it's gonna be a target for your opponent to put a guard in front of. It's gonna be. I think it's a really good card for low level play. I mean, like if you're ranked 12, if you're a beginning player, and this is a fairly cheap card to summon, I can see your opponent could waste a bunch of removals trying to get rid of this card, and then if you do get the advantage of it, having it'll be a 4 Magicka. Well, I can't say 4 Magicka. It'll be a turn 4. Let's say you're playing without the ring. You get turn 4. You got yourself a 5/5 body, and that's not bad if you're just started playing the game. Now it's just gonna be great in like people who are more expertise at the game. Probably not, unless you could keep this alive. But I could really feel like I put this in a beginner deck. This is what I see this fitting in very well. And this is actually not a bad card in Arena as well. That's always an option. These cards are going to be important in Arena. So I got 3 of these now. I got another one of these. Okay, this is new in Nord. Okay, if you have a card in play, put an improvised weapon into your hand. Okay. If you have an intelligence card in play, put a forked bolt into your hand. What's a forked bolt? Deal 1 damage to a creature and your opponent. Okay, 0 cost action. Stats are decent, 4/6. And if it's playing into these multicolored attributes, I think this could be added in there. If you're playing into items and into those actions, then sure. This might see a few played, not something heavily, but it could see some play. The real issue is 5 costs. Anything that's willpower in the 5, it's such a key Magicka number that it's gonna be hard to beat some of the cards that's been in the game for a long time. Get another Cauterize. Oh, one of those. My God, I love getting those. Veteran, draw a Forerunner of the Pact from your deck. So you draw out another one of these cards. So it draws out another one of themselves. I'm going to say this is pretty lackluster. Sure. Being able to add a card instantly to your hand on attack is great. And then a 3 Magicka, it's a decent card. It's not a bad card, but it's a lackluster card. I like adding cards to my hand, I'm sure I do, and he could destroy some stuff. Once again, the veteran effect, meaning you have to attack with it. I have to feel like, okay, is it worth putting this creature out there that doesn't summon instantly and give me a card? Does it steal nothing from my opponent? It gives me, I have to attack to get the effect from it, and I'm like, and then get another one of him is like, same thing again. So for me, it's a lackluster card until his effect is lackluster. This card stats and the cost itself is okay. Veteran so far has been disappointing until I get some more cards and see what else I could do. So remember, guys, this is just going off of what I've actually opened. I'm not saying overall all veteran cards are suck, because I haven't even seen half of them probably. Alright, we got ourselves a support. Strategic map. Activate. Summon a 0/1 target with guard for your opponent or your for you or your opponent. Oh, okay, for you or your opponent. I like that. Cause sometimes, you know, like when you play Night Mother, you could actually, you know, you give it to your opponent only, but sometimes I'm like, man, it would be really useful to give it to my damn self and use it. This could come up quite well with that 6-cost guy that has lethal, who's a 1/6, and when he attacks his creature, his own creature, teammate, or the opponent's side, he could draw 2 cards. It combos quite well into that. You can combo this quite well into giving your opponent a creature to as a target to use something like Defiler to resummon a creature. And why this is more even important than Night Mother, this actually has you have multiple versions of these in your deck. You have up to 3 copies. Night Mother, you have 1, and once Night Mother is removed, that is it. So I think this will definitely get played in the right deck. You can use it in a million deck and a bunch of different ways you can play this card. I will be playing with this. You will see me with kind of deck like that. Argonian, the Black Marsh Centurion. Okay, veteran guard becomes a 4/8 guard. Once again, guys. Once again, the damn thing has to attack without charge. Makes it annoying, and then this thing is just going to be hit with a piercing javelin, cast into time, or finished off before it could get much effect off. Now, Charge and Venom, once again, this is an amazing card. I think Charge and Venom is exactly what needs to happen. Now, maybe if they added an item into this expansion that gives, for low cost, that gives a creature charge. I don't know if they did, though. Let's keep going. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to mute myself before I sniffled, but I didn't press the button correctly. Alright, let's keep going. Sound the alarm. Enemy creatures lose cover. Ooh, in willpower. This is a devastatingly good card. For token decks, this is the type of card they're gonna like. I like this right now. Sheesh, get these guys out, get cover away from them, allowing you to keep on attacking. And this could even work quite well in like certain action decks as well, where you're going to be doing most of your damage with actions, and you might just need to do a little extra damage from a creature you might have out to win the match. You know, if the opponent has a guard. I think it's a good one. Very good 0-cost card. Wow, the art here is fantastic. I think I did see this one on Twitter. Let's see. Summon. Gain a random keyword. When they gain a keyword, all friendly. Oh, in hand and play in deck. Okay, so they synchronize to all other cards in the deck. So this card is alright because of the fact that its effect happens no matter where the cards are, other than the graveyard. You know, because if the cards in the other cards are in hand, other cards in deck, so they can build on top of each other. If you're playing a keyword deck, then yeah, this could be a really fun thing to play. Alright, we already got this before, so we'll keep on going. Nothing new yet. We still haven't gotten any legendaries or anything too special as of yet. A lot of the same cards we've gotten before. Okay, this is new. 2/1, Prophecy Guard, summon, draw a card. I like you. I like you a lot, Mr. Argonian. You're a 2-drop, 1/2, your Prophecy, your Guard, and you draw me a card. And you are in the red, intelligence, and willpower attributes. You are just a guaranteed addition to this attribute. This is a good card. This is a very good card. Yeah. Alright. Frost Forked Bolt. That's what deal 1 damage to a creature and your opponent. If you could get this from that effect that we saw before, sure. As a 0-cost card, it's not horrible. Obviously, you could play it into a lot of stuff like oh my god, what's it called? Swindler's Market. If you could put that all together, a deck featuring that with Swindler's Market. But I probably wouldn't put this into a lot of my decks automatically right now, but I'd say it's unplayable. Man, maybe I'll start from the other side. Okay, veteran. Bonus effect after the first attack move. Alright, whatever. I mean, sure. If you're playing a deck based around moving and powering up creatures via moving, then sure. Maybe this will work out. Alright, veteran. Yeah, veteran. Sure. Alright, this one. I think we saw this when this expansion was announced. Or at least I saw this somewhere, maybe. Alright, permanently shackled unless equipped with an item. I think the stats are just amazing for a 3-drop. 5/4, being an orc means that it has a great chance of returning to the field because of some of the other effects of orcs. It helps power up other orcs. It powers himself up. So I'm definitely going to be adding this into my orc decks that feature items and use stuff like Unstoppable Rage, because think about this. At turn 10, even if he is permanently shackled, if you could put some breakthrough on him using the 0-cost item and using Unstoppable Rage, that boy is about to do 6 damage with Unstoppable Rage with breakthrough. Could win you the match if it goes that long. And obviously with all the new removals in the game and the creatures that destroy stuff, a lot of matches are gonna start going either a lot longer, or people are gonna have to start playing very aggro and try to win the match a lot faster. That's how I see things going right now. Anytime more cards that have the ability to destroy stuff outright, shackle them, or, you know, things like that, it just feels like people always try to either drag the matches out until they get the exact cards they want, or they try to win as quickly as possible to get it over with before the opponent gets what they want. Okay, random. Summon a random 2-cost creature. Okay, empowered +1 cost creature. Ooh. Oh, it's a random. It's not a random creature from your deck. If it was a random creature from your deck, that would be really good, because then you could, you know, stack your deck to have this effect to be really on point. I still would actually play this card because I think these type of effects are fun. So you guys know me, RNG stuff, that's just how I am at this point in the game. I just want to see crazy things happen. So I would love to see the crazy scenarios, getting the perfect card summoned from this, and then playing another creature with this. Like playing the 5-cost Chanter creature, I think that's what his name is, or whatever. And he's you play this, you get a 4-cost creature, and then this gives you a creature as well. All that could synchronize together to make some big shenanigans, which is what I've been trying to look for. If you guys been following me on Twitter, I've been doing some real shenanigans. I've been playing 100-card decks filled with mostly actions and like 20+ creatures over 7 magic a cost. Yeah, that's and singletons. That's what I've been playing. Crazy stuff like that, just to see scenarios that I've never seen before actually get pulled off. Fortunately, nothing that special yet. No legendaries. Yeah, I might end up having to soul summon everything, which would really suck. I mean, I have soul gems, but it still would really suck. Alright, finally 2 new cards. Equip all your items you play. Equip all your items in play to a friendly creature. So I guess you can move them all over to one creature. Okay. If you wanted to do that, you can. The way you would do this, why this card is playable, is this would allow you to, because it's equipping the cards onto a creature. If you have out that 3-cost intelligence creature that gets a copy of everything you equipped as well, when you move it to another creature, he would get those copies as well. So that's how you combo that right there. That's one way. You could move all those items over to a creature that has draw cards when you equipped it. Actually, you know what? Let me just bring up Legends-Deck so I can just actually name the creatures correctly than me just describing them. I am so sorry, guys. I just don't remember the name of every creature in this game. I've actually started playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. Complete noob, but one of my friends just said, like, yo, let's just try to learn something new. Let's try a board game out. And we just started learning that over the last 3 weeks or so. And with that, with fantasy names of characters, creatures, and my head is just full with all types of fantasy names and creatures. So I'm just like all over the place with that stuff. So Legends has just not been the top game on my mind lately. So a lot of the creatures' names I'm going to forget. Okay, Dragon Star Rider. Alright, so like you can move over the items onto Dragon Star Rider, and he could take effect of that. You can move the items on over to, let me give you guys a correct name for the guy I was thinking of. Gardener Swords. Ha! I remembered. Gardener Swords. You can move it over to Gardener. No, not to Gardener Sword. You move the Gardener Sword needs to be in play. You have your other creatures in play, and then you move the items from your other creatures onto somebody else. And then Gardener Swords, if I feel like I'm understanding this item correctly, action correctly, it would actually make all the copies again back onto Gardener's. Well, yeah, you get copies onto Gardener's Swords. Now, obviously, if Gardener's Swords already had items on him, he's gonna go ahead and get those items ripped off of him as well. But let's say you played out this card and Gardener's Swords on the same exact turn. If I understand this correctly, you'll rip the items out from the creatures that already have them, and you'll equip it to some other creature, and Gardener Swords would get copies as well. I'm going to test that because that seems like something fun to just see if that works out the way I think it does. Okay, we got ourselves a Beast. Prophecy, Summon. Play a Prophecy from your hand. This card is beastie. This card is beastie. Even at a 2/2 in a Prophecy deck, you get to play a free Prophecy from your hand. Now, once again, all Prophecy cards seem to have some type of small disadvantage. This one seems to kind of have a large one, it being that it's only a 2/2 monster. And costing 5. But being able to play on a free Prophecy card from your hand if you're playing a Prophecy deck could be key to you either surviving or winning the match. Could be a lightning bolt, in fact. This is encouraging me once again that maybe my first step in this new expansion will actually be a Prophecy deck. Man, I'm getting the same cards for expansions having like 100 cards, or I think it has 100, right? Okay, finally a legendary. Let's see, my lady. What do you do? Okay, Aren, the Domain Queen. Okay, 8/6/6 drain. Summon. Draw a random action from your discard pile. Oh yeah, I like that already. When you draw an action on your turn, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Another way to get actions from your discard pile, I think this is a very decent card. Definitely. Dealing 1 damage to your opponent, sure, that's just an extra bonus on top of that. You could use this with Dark Rebirth, getting that effect twice. And I'm the drain though. Deal 1 damage and drain. I'm not even like my brain just kind of like zoomed over the whole entire drain thing because she's in freaking willpower and you know, agility. The drain thing on top of that just makes her a bonus little thing too. So you get an instant card draw. You get instant damage, and then you have a creature that could potentially give you the health you want back. This card has just been upgraded from decent to actually being great. Now that I look at it fully, yeah, no wonder it's a unique card, and she's a queen, you know, unless she has duplicate hammers out there. Very good card, very good card. I think this will get played. I think the value of its summon effect and the fact that it has drain most likely mean your opponent's going to want to remove it. It becomes a big target, and you get instant effect out of it. Good card. Okay, supply. Well, I guess we should do this one. Okay, summon. If you have a you get +2, you have a battle enemy creature. So you really want to play this when you do have the agility, endurance in play, because that gives you a 2/3 battle. I'm not sure how much play this is going to be getting outside of having that combination of decks. One second, guys. I just had to drink something, too. I'm trying to clear my throat. I'm the DM for my friends in this new Dungeons & Dragons stuff. They wanted me to be DM, so playing all the characters and screaming at them as some of the more aggressive characters kind of kill my throat over the weekend. So give me 1 second to clear my throat. Alright, I am back. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, summon. If you have another creature in each lane, gain +1 max magic. Okay, very simple. So this will go real well into those recruit stuff, summon creatures in multiple lanes, get you some extra magicka, Imperial as well. Another veteran, we had this one before. Another one right there. We're down to 3 more cards in this pack. I'm not sure how I should do this video. Should I just go ahead and open up some more packs more quickly? Or should I go ahead and soul summon, look through and soul summon some of the other cards? Slay. Vast Grass, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Okay, so this is Ring. Okay, good card. Lots of effects right there. Lots of usability. If you have another creature in each lane, gets +3. This makes this a 2/8 guard for 4. Can definitely easily be played into a token deck, so this will get played. Another mobilize right here, 3, 4. This turns that 1/1 recruit into a big body. I like these. I think mobilize is very good so far. That is a damn pretty cool premium. Very nice effect right there. Good work, Sparky Pants on that one. You guys look the art there. Alchemy, yeah. Give an active support 1 extra use. Empowered +1. Say hello to those support decks. We're coming back, boys. Support's returning. So support right here, instantly crafting 3 of these. The first card, like off the bat, 3 of these are being crafted. If I don't get them from packs. Yes, a legendary. Alright, other friendly creatures in this lane have guard. At the end of your turn, summon a 1/1 recruit in each lane. Oh, this seems like a permanent effect. Okay, end of your turn, summon a 1/1 recruit in each lane at 6 costs. Unless you hit your opponent and they get a prophecy, you would definitely get the 1/1 recruit value and turn in other creatures in that lane into guards. It's a good card. Alright, there we go, guys. That was 20 packs right there. The video's been like 48 minutes long already. I was not expecting it to be so long. I still have thousands of gold left to open up more packs. I haven't even looked at all the cards. I just want to open up more packs at this point. I mean, I have the gold. So this time we'll open up another 20. Oh man, I did the wrong thing. Fuck it. I did the wrong packs. I did the I did regular packs. Too bad. Whatever. Just wasted 2,000 gold on nothing. I'm sure you guys saw that. Like, oh well. Alright. So that was a mistake on my part, but you live and you learn. I'll go through these on my own time and just soul tap everything. So we'll go a little quickly and see if we can just keep this video like at 1 hour. We only care about the new cards I haven't seen before. Okay, Prophecy Guard. It's a spirit, more prophecy for me to play with. Pillar for a summon 1 recruit in each lane. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, at 2-drop, this makes this a pretty good pillar for effect. Okay, we already saw him right there. Nothing new here yet. Come on, more legendaries. I'm sure there's plenty more. Whoa, this guy looks great. Mage Guild Conjurer. Expertise. Summon a Flame Archronaut, then upgrade the Flame Arch Mage Guild Conjurer Summon. Then upgrade the Archronaut Mages. Oh, then upgrade the. Okay, I see what you're saying. Cool. Okay, that's cool. Expertise. Bonus at the end of your turn to play action. Okay, this seems cool. This seems cool. I have to try it out though, but let's keep going. I'm just trying to keep this under. I've got like 10 more minutes. I don't want this to be like a stupid long video. I know you guys want deck builds more than anything else. And I want my next video to be a deck build. And not just me opening up packs and telling you guys what I think about cards. Okay, let's see. Destroy a creature with 1 power or less. And power plus 1 power. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. Okay. I have so many cards to Soul Trap. Isn't there a button to open up all the packs at once? I thought it was added in. Right? Yeah, actually, I think that was added in one of the updates recently. Ooh, legendary. Expertise. Double the Fighters Guild Elite's power and health. It becomes a 4/4. So this is great if you could equip a bunch of items onto it or give it a bunch of effects. So once it doubles, it becomes really beastly. So if you get this to like 5 right away and then double it after that, then you know that becomes really cool. I'm not sure if it's going to actually fit exactly into a regular orc deck, but it could be fun to play nonetheless. So yeah, actually I don't have to worry anymore because I'm gonna find a button to open up all the packs at once. When I'm gonna use all my gold to get packs. I want to do that one. For these ones right now, I just want to see if I get anything legendary. I still like the idea of like opening them individually and hopefully getting a legendary. But no. Okay, salvage. Choose an item in your discard pile. Draw it and all items with the same name from your discard pile. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Great card. Great card. Okay. Oh, okay. Other man. If you have a agility card in play, give other friendly creatures +1 in cards you play. Okay. 4. Alright. Sure. Whatever you say. Ward. Okay. Flame Slinger. Ward. At the start of your turn, Flame Slinger deals 1 damage to your opponent. Or ward creatures do what ward creatures do. Let's see what this is. Mobilize +1, +2 summon. If your opponent cannot target the wielder with an action until your next turn. Okay, very good. I like that action. Yo, I guess I love getting that card. At least I should get a premium version of it so I can see what the hell it looks like. Okay, look, another one right there. Alright, let's keep going. Lethal. 3 magical, 1/3. Lethal. Dragon Guard Outcast gains cover until she attacks. Okay, until she attacks. It's not... Okay. It could hold down a lane. Sanctuary Pet. Shackle. You could have, combo this with Sanctuary. It's like, it's not bad. You can have this with Sanctuary Pet. Have both, whatever. What a beast. Okay. Spiny Hajamota. Summon +1 for each Spiny Hajamota in your discard pile. Ooh, that could be fun. Play the discard deck or something else. Elixir. Let's see what this does. Activate to support. Deal 1 damage to your opponent. Very simple. Alright, so now let's figure out how the hell do we open up a bunch of packs at once. I'm sure, wasn't that added to the game? I thought there was something like added to the game that allows you to open up multiple packs. Or am I crazy? I'm just moving it around. I thought I read something about that. Or was that like another video game? Am I crazy here, people? Wasn't there something added like open all packs? And you're gonna double click them? No, I don't seem to do shit. Double clicking doesn't work. Clicking on the number doesn't work. There's setting for it. Yeah, people. Why is my spectate things off? Okay. Maybe I was incorrect. Well, we got ourselves 5 minutes left, so let's use our 15. Let's open it up manually. This time we'll definitely buy the right damn packs. For whatever the rest of the cards that I don't have, I'll just use soul gems and summon them. Well, some of the ones I feel like might be actually fun to play with. Really? I swear I thought I saw something that said open up all packs. Alright, let's go quick. So we got those before. I'm definitely not getting lucky on premiums, guys. Like, whoosh. Man, if I wanted a premium version of these cards, it would cost me a lot. Okay, here we go. Another legendary. Nice. Okay, summon. Set the health of each enemy creature in this lane to 1. Like it. Like it as a 7-drop. I like it a lot. Another premium. Oh, I got premium right when I say. Another one is the same one I've already had. How does that happen? While you have another creature in each lane, Dratic Tyrant has Drain, and your opponent cannot target it with action. I like the effect of not being able to target it with action. I think anything that has that effect is something I definitely will probably play with at some point. Dark Anchor. Your Daedras cost 1 less when you draw a creature, transform it into a random Daedra. Ooh, effect. Okay. Nothing too special there. But alright, so far guys, I definitely want to make a mobilized deck. I definitely want to make a prophecy deck featuring some of these new cards. Alright, another legendary, great. A unique one as well, so saves me some soul gems. Okay. Uses the summon ability of a creature. I'm guessing this is completely random. Like, that's the only way I see that works. But who knows? I got it incorrect. So I definitely could have got 20 more packs, but I accidentally wasted on those packs before, like a fool. But at least I did complete my goal of keeping this video under an hour. Expertise, battle enemy creature in this lane. I don't know. We'll see. Because I got like a minute left and I will be done opening these in the next minute. It says cool summon if you have another creature in this lane. Set each powers to 1. So very cool art right here. Let's try that card out. I'm not sure if it's going to be later today, but probably definitely within the next few days you guys will see videos coming of whatever I could come up with. That might be fun. If you guys want to see a specific type of deck we'll be trying out, expertise, reduce the cost of a random action in your hand. Okay. It could be fun to try out a bunch of different stuff. Okay, mobilize of a creature, this lane. Okay, cool. Alright, this has been Biki here with the Untitled Game Show. Thank you guys for watching and of me experiencing these new cards for the first time. We got lots of cards to go check out. I probably have not even seen all the Alliance War cards, so I'm going to have to go ahead and check those out using the little feature right over here. and check out all the cards that I don't have. It's like these. Probably lots of stuff I'm missing, and see what those cards are all about and add the ones I want to my collection as I go. Till next time, like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.